What's up guys, Team Ninja Master M here, bring you a Cecelia deck profile. So I heard Tsukiyomi is getting banned and you like to thin out your deck so that you can score triggers all the time. Don't fret, this deck is as shiny as the Tsukiyomi deck and yet as efficient. So basically what this deck does is it deck thins your Musketeer. By counterblasting one and tributing one of your Musketeer, you could look at the top 4 cards or 5 for Cecelia's case for a Musketeer unit and ride it. I mean, I call it, sorry. So I'll go through the deck first and then I'll explain how it works. So yeah, the starter here is just a generic counterblast one for a top 5 for a grade 3 unit and add to your hand. It's also a Musketeer unit, so if you really have your Cecelia in your hand, SP, whoa. Is Cecelia in your hand, you could actually use her as a tribute fodder to start your chain thing. Yeah, I tell you, it's damn awesome. I should make a dual video for you guys to watch as well. So yeah, this is just a generic starter with a Musketeer in the name. For the trigger lineup, we play 8 crits, the Chestnut and a 4 Musketeer. Yeah. 4 draw triggers and 4 heal triggers, pretty standard. For grade 1s, we play only 2 vanilla units because basically we want to abuse the shit out of the Musketeer units, which is this, and of course the Musketeers and your 4 Perfect Guards, which is needed in this current meta. So yeah, I play 4 Perfect Guards. For this is basically K's clone. When you have a Musketeer unit as a Vanguard, this unit when attacking gains 3k. So basically it's a 10k attacker. And finally, the key card, the key grade 1 of the deck is this card, which is when this unit is caught, only when it's caught, you can counterblast one and sacrifice one Musketeer unit. It could be any, even this or this. So let's say you caught it at early game, it's not so bad because you could actually use her to recycle a few, to deck thin. This is the keyword, deck thinning. And then at last, scoring all the criticals the opponent won't even know. Yeah, that's a cool thing. So I play 4 of course. For grade 2, only 2 10k beat sticks. We might consider bumping up 1 or 2 more because basically at the end here, this tree is not very, doesn't synergize much with the deck. Although it looks very nice, like it's shiny, but oh well. Because we actually need a lot of counterblast for this deck to do our combo. But man, I tell you, this deck is one of the most combo count deck. It's like if you play arcade games, like you get 99 combo. This is the deck. All your other dope decks like 1 combo. I don't even have any combos. Boring as hell. Yeah. Play me if you want dope. Yeah, play 2 10k beats. Okay, here we have the grade 2 version of this card, which is the same effect actually. By counterblasting one and tributing 1 Musketeer, even the grade 3 Cecelia, you could look at top 4 of your deck and for another Musketeer and call. So basically if you call him, let's say you top 4, yeah, you tribute 1 Musketeer, you top 4, actually get her, do it again, then counterblast again, do it, just keep, you can, yeah, it's like a loop, lol. No loop, but here you like loop. Okay. Loop. Yeah. And here's your Burning Horn Dragon, it's super consistent. Even at grade 1, if you manage to call him out, it's like, what? Normally for Kagero decks, the only time you can use Burning Horn Dragons is when you are grade 3 and above. But for this clan, it's like grade 1 you can actually use a Burning Horn. It's very, very good. Yes, so good. It's consistent. And yeah, Musketeer unit, so you can tribute anytime. Why not? Yeah, this temporarily it might be changed into a 10k beat stick just because it doesn't synergize by counterblast. Yeah. Okay, now finally we get to the boss of the deck, which is Cecelia itself. This is probably one of the most synergy based grade 3 limit break I've ever seen. Because the first limit break is by counterblasting 1, you can shuffle 5 non-trigger Musketeer units back to your deck. If you play Yu-Gi-Oh before, it's exactly the same as Pot of Everrise. And then after you shuffle back to your deck, you could call 2 Cecelia from your deck to your field. So yeah, basically it's like a +2. Yeah, for 1 counterblast. And the second effect, which makes the synergy work, is sorry, there's a bus. Very noisy. Okay, the second effect is actually the same as all other Musketeers unit, which is you don't even need the counterblast. Just tribute 1 Musketeer control and look at the top 5 cards of your deck for Musketeer unit and Koi. So yeah, so basically you want to yeah, and it's once per turn. Very important, of course. Both effects are once per turn, but once per turn is enough to get one whole hell crazy loop going. Trust me, I've tried this deck. Although it's my friend's Vishal's deck, but it's very, 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 very fun. And there's not much deck that can do this. And finally, just 2 of these Musketeer units. Might bump it up, but it depends, of course. Okay.